talk therapy.
Hey, you've seemed really quiet lately. Is everything okay with the team? You've been skipping practices and avoiding the group chat. Jake, talk to me. I know when something's bothering you. You can tell me anything, okay? Is it something one of the guys said? Or is it Coach? You've worked so hard for this spot. Please, don't shut me out now.
I didn't want to talk about it because I already made up my mind. I'm quitting the team, Em. Before you try to talk me out of it, just hear me out. I'm tired. Mentally, physically, everything. It doesn't feel worth it anymore. I'm not getting any playing time and Coach barely notices me. The guys are always on edge and the pressure is non-stop. I feel like I'm constantly failing. Maybe I'm not meant for this. I just want to breathe again.
Jake, I had no idea it was weighing on you that much. But quitting, are you sure that's what you want? Or is it just what feels easier right now? You've put in years of work. You didn't come this far to just walk away. You're not a failure just because you're struggling. Everyone hits walls, especially when it matters most. I see how much this team means to you, even if you don't feel it right now. So, let's talk it through before you give it all up.
I get that, and I know you mean well, but you don't see how exhausting it's been. I wake up dreading practice, and every time I'm benched, it chips away at me. It feels like I'm invisible out there. No matter how hard I train, it's not enough. I'm sick of always being second string, sick of wondering if I even belong. I'm tired of chasing something that might never happen. It's not giving me joy anymore, Em.
That hurts to hear, but I respect your honesty. Still, I don't think quitting is the solution to feeling unseen. You can't control the coach's decisions, but you can control your effort. And believe me, people notice when someone refuses to give up. You think you're invisible, but I see you. Every rep, every late night run, every moment you wanted to stop and didn't. That kind of discipline matters more than stats. It's the kind of thing that eventually turns heads. But you have to stick around long enough for that to happen. Are you really ready to let go of the story you've worked so hard to write?
It's not that I want to let it go. It's that I'm scared I've already lost. Like maybe this dream isn't mine to keep. And yeah, I've tried to convince myself I'm okay being the underdog, but what if it never changes? What if I stay on the bench for the rest of the season? I just don't want to waste time chasing something hopeless. My confidence is cracked, Em, and it feels like I'm the only one fighting to stay afloat. No support, no direction, just pressure. That's why I thought walking away might feel like relief.
Relief and peace aren't the same thing, though. Quitting might feel good for a day, but what about after? What about the next time you hear the team's winning? Or when someone asks why you're not playing anymore? Will it still feel like the right call then? You don't want to look back with regret. Not when you're this close to pushing through. There's a difference between rest and surrender. You can take a breath without letting it all go. Maybe what you need is a reset, not an exit.
That's a fair point. I hadn't thought about it that way. You're saying I don't have to give it all up to feel better? Maybe I've just been burning out without realizing it. I haven't taken a mental break in months. It's like I forgot how to enjoy the game, and the love I had for it got buried under all the stress. Maybe it's not the game I want to quit. Maybe it's just the pressure that's killing the joy. I think I need to remember why I started in the first place before I make any final decisions.
Exactly. Reconnect with your why. Think back to when you first picked up that jersey. It wasn't for praise or position, it was for passion. That's still inside you. It just got clouded by expectations and frustration. You can rediscover that fire, Jake, but only if you give yourself the space to heal. And healing doesn't mean quitting, it means adjusting, mentally, emotionally, physically. Give yourself that grace.
You're right. I've been so focused on outcomes, I forgot the love, the simple joy of the game. The late night shoots, the early wins, the team bus rides. It used to fill me up, not drain me. I think I let the pressure twist something pure. I don't want to walk away with bitterness. If I do leave someday, I want it to be on my terms, with peace, not exhaustion. But maybe now's not the time to go. Maybe it's time to play for me again.
That's such a powerful shift, playing for yourself again. When you remove the weight of expectation, it changes everything. You start remembering what you love about it, not what you think you're supposed to prove. You don't owe anyone perfection, just presence. Even if you're on the bench, your energy matters. Every great team needs glue guys, motivators, leaders. You bring more than just talent. You bring heart. And heart is something no coach can bench. It's something you carry no matter what.
Wow. I needed to hear that. I've been measuring my value only by minutes played, but you're reminding me there's more to leadership, more to contribution than just stats. Maybe I've been looking at success too narrowly. If I can focus on giving my best each day, instead of chasing some fixed result, I think I'll find peace in the process. And maybe, just maybe, that mindset shift will be what earns me the time I've been waiting for.
Exactly. Peace first, progress later. And either way, you walk away proud. Not because you won, but because you stayed true. This team isn't forever, but your integrity is. I've always admired how deeply you care. That drive, that resilience, that's what makes you rare. It's okay to have doubts. What matters is what you do with them. Do you let them silence you or sharpen you? I think this challenge is refining you, and your future self will thank you for not giving up now.
You really believe in me that much? Even when I've been ready to throw it all away? That means more than I can put into words, because honestly, I felt like no one noticed, like I could disappear and it wouldn't matter. But knowing you see me, even at my lowest, it makes me want to try again. Not for approval, but for the guy I want to become. The guy who doesn't run from the hard parts. The guy who finishes what he starts.
That's the Jake I know and love, the one who doesn't need a spotlight to shine. You've always been strong, but this is a new kind of strength, not physical, but emotional, mental, spiritual. Facing your limits, your fears, and still choosing to keep going. That's courage, that's maturity, and that's how real growth happens. You're not the same player you were a year ago, and I'm proud of how far you've come, even if the scoreboard doesn't show it yet. Keep going. It's not over.
I've got chills right now, Em, because for the first time in weeks I feel like myself again, like maybe I'm not broken, just bending a bit. And now that I know I'm not alone, it feels a little easier to breathe. I don't know what the season holds, but I know I'm not quitting today. I'll show up tomorrow, for the team, for you, and for me. And if I fall again, I'll get back up because now I remember why I started.
That's the mindset that changes everything. You're showing grit, not just talent. And grit carries you further than talent alone ever could. You don't need a guarantee, you just need to stay in the game. Trust the timing, trust yourself. Sometimes the breakthrough comes right after the breakdown. You're planting seeds right now that will grow in ways you can't imagine yet. So keep nurturing them. You're doing better than you think. And I'm with you every step of the way.
I don't know how I got so lucky to have you. You didn't just lift me, you reminded me who I am. It's wild how one honest conversation can shift everything. I feel lighter, clearer, more grounded, like something clicked back into place. I'm not going to lie, there'll still be tough days, but now I know how to face them with heart, with hope, and with someone in my corner who truly believes in me. Thank you, Em, for real.
Always, Jake. That's what love is, right? Not just showing up in the wins, but in the doubts. Being a mirror when you forget your reflection, and cheering loudest when you're quietest. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to be honest, to keep choosing growth, even when it's messy. Because that's what makes someone unforgettable. And that's what makes your journey so powerful. You've got this, and I've got you.
I feel that, and it means the world. I think this conversation might have saved something bigger than just my spot on the team. It saved my perspective, my confidence, and maybe even my purpose. I was so close to giving up on myself, but now I feel like I've got something to fight for again. Not just proving others wrong, but proving myself right. I don't need to be the best. I just need to keep going. With you beside me, that feels possible. More than possible. It feels right.
And when you walk onto that field tomorrow, walk on like a man who knows his worth. Not because of where you stand in the lineup, but because you showed up when it mattered most. That's what makes champions, not stats, but character. You've already won in the ways that count. This is just the beginning. Whatever happens, you'll hold your head high. Because you stayed when you could have walked away. That's legacy.
You're giving me goosebumps, Em. I'm going to hold on to every word of this. Tomorrow might be tough, but I'll walk in differently. More focused, more grateful. Less about proving, more about enjoying. This game doesn't define me, but it does shape me, and I want to shape it right back with heart, grit, and purpose. Thank you for reminding me who I am.
So, what's the plan now? No more quitting talk, right? Maybe just a little more rest, more reflection, and showing up with a fresh mindset. You've got the strength, and now the perspective. Use that, channel it, and when you get your moment, take it. Don't second guess, don't hold back. Trust the version of you that didn't give up. That version is the one the world needs to see.
Deal. No more quitting talk. Only honest days, hard work, and purpose. I'll give it everything I've got, one day at a time. Not for anyone else's approval, but for me. For the boy who started this journey and the man I'm becoming. And I'll hold on to this conversation like fuel. You believed in me before I did. Now it's time I believe too. So tomorrow I lace up again and I show up with everything I've got.